We're at the offices of Ali Pavaneh on March 2nd.
Turns it off.
Oh.
We're one of the 2,000 living rooms and offices that are calling Texas to try to mobilize 400,000 voters to vote for Obama in the Texas primary.
Now, how long should I keep it on?
There you go. We have soft drinks here. Would you care for a drink?
No, thank you.
Okay, let's turn it back
We have
on.
cookies and stuff.
No, I'm fine.
If everybody's ready, I'll go ahead and
Okay.
So let's see if that makes
play a
it
little tape for us that we're supposed to listen to.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh, it says insert SIM. Well, there's an SIM in there already. Oh dear, this thing is acting up. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
There isn't really much to look at though.
It was a creed written into the founding documents that declared the destiny of a nation. Yes, we can. It was whispered by slaves and abolitionists as they blazed the trail toward freedom. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Hi, everybody. This is Eli Peretzer from MoveOn.org. And I just want to thank you for being part of this amazing event. Right now, as you listen to this, there are people in over 2,000 living rooms and backyards and coffee shops with cell phones in their hands, ready to make history. At MoveOn, we've always believed that politics can be driven by ordinary people, not by big drug and oil companies, not by Wall Street millionaires, and definitely not by Fox News. But that's really as clear as it is today. There's a wave of change sweeping across this country driven by ordinary people like us. It's no exaggeration to say that the work we do today, tens of thousands of us gathered together, could change the course of this country. Because, you know, this race is incredibly close. And if Barack Obama does better than expected in Texas this Tuesday, that could be the whole shooting match. Right now, thousands of progressive voters in Texas don't know that they can double their impact on Tuesday by voting in both the primary and in their neighborhood caucus. In the next few hours, we're going to let them know. All told, we're going to call about 500,000 people today. 500,000. And those calls will help Barack Obama win the nomination, then the White House. The calls you make today will help bring us closer to health care for everyone. Your calls will make sure that we finally have a president who's willing to confront global warming. Your calls will help restore our Constitution and our civil liberties. Your calls will bring a long overdue end to this war. So I want to thank you for coming out today, for being part of this movement. And now we're going to hear from a few folks who have lent their names and their credibility and their energy to this amazing movement. First, I'm incredibly honored to introduce someone deeply committed to positive change in our country. One of the most talented and path-breaking actors of our time, Academy Award winner, Halle Berry.
Thanks, Eli. It is truly an honor to join you and the MoveOn members in thousands of living rooms around the country who are helping to get the vote out for Barack Obama. I know I don't have to tell you that Barack Obama is inspiring people to get involved in politics again and to believe that big change really is possible. He's doing this like no other politician in many of our lifetimes. But what I can tell you is that people I meet around the country want change. They want to be inspired again by their president. People who have never been involved in politics before are rallying to his side to join his movement. Many people who had grown cynical of politics, I being one of those people, they are telling me that because of Barack Obama, they believe again. In the past 7 years, many problems, as we all know, have gone totally ignored. From healthcare to poverty to the environment. And there's been this whole new set of problems that have been created, like, say, the war in Iraq. So to get out of this hole, we are really going to need a president who has the ability to think big, who's willing to fight for bold, progressive change, who's willing to inspire the nation to really get involved in politics again. And Barack Obama is that president. So today, after you've made a bunch of calls, and if you feel like you just can't make one more, I beg you to think about what is at stake here and to dial at least 10 more numbers. Because I know if you do that, and thousands of others do that today, then the thousands of extra voters and people that we get out will absolutely put Barack Obama over the top. So, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much for what you're doing today for Barack Obama. I believe in Barack. I know you must believe in Barack, or you wouldn't be working this hard. And I believe that our country's future is really worth it. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Hallie. Thank you so much for being with us today. And now we're also honored to have with us a tireless fighter for justice, someone who stood up again and again to the Bush administration when few others had the courage to do so. A true progressive champion and one of the greatest legislators of our generation, Senator Edward Kennedy.
Thank you, Eli. I hope everyone who's listening to this across the country is fired up and ready to go. Barack Obama is inspiring a new generation of Americans and also inspiring an older generation of Americans to think big and to take our country back and move us forward in the years ahead. And I salute MoveOn for endorsing Barack Obama and being such a big part of the Democratic primary process. Texas may well determine who will be our next president. If MoveOn's 125,000 members in Texas and the hundreds of thousands of other voters you'll be calling today flood the polls and caucuses in Texas, Obama will win big in Texas and he'll win the nomination. But the calls you're making today aren't just about Barack, they're about you. If you care about quality, affordable health care for all Americans, then Barack Obama is the candidate who can get it done. If you care about making college more affordable and about stronger public schools, Barack Obama has a plan to get us there. If you want good jobs in an economy that works for everyone, that's Barack Obama. And if you want a president who will stand up for fair and workable immigration policies, Barack Obama has been a strong leader on this issue and is committed to real reform. And if you want to end the war in Iraq and bring our troops home with honor, then Barack Obama has the vision and the commitment to make it happen. He's the one candidate in this race who can unite us to meet these great challenges. He knows from his years as a community organizer that real change comes from the bottom up, and that means it comes from you. If you work your heart out today, making every last phone call, you can get Texas voters to the polls. You will be part of a movement that swept a once-in-a-generation leader into the White House. Thanks for all you're doing for change and for an even better and stronger America.
On behalf of millions of MoveOn members, I want to thank you for your leadership, Senator Kennedy, and for being with us today. And finally, since we're talking about Texas politics, we knew we couldn't do this without some help from author, activist, former Texas Secretary of Agriculture, and General Hellraiser, Jim Hightower. Jim, what do we need to know about what's happening in the Lone Star State?
I'm supporting Obama not only because I think he's the Democrat who can win, but more importantly, I believe he's the Democrat who will govern as a progressive president. This is because Obama will not be going into the White House alone or just with the usual coterie of special interests and old party operatives. Rather, the Democratic force that he has excited at the grassroots, especially among energized young people and MoveOn members, are going to go into the White House with him. We'll demand progressive policies and provide a counterpunch to those lobbyists who will try to capture his presidency. Well, there's a lot of us working down here in the state of Texas to help him out, including about 125,000 MoveOn members. They've got the fat cats on the other side, but we've got the alley cats. But there's a lot of work to do, and we need your help. This race is close, tighter than the bark on a tree, according to the pollsters. And bear in mind, we've got the Texas two-step voting system down here. Yes, you get to vote twice. How about that? First you vote in the primary, then you go to your caucuses at about 7:15 at night after the polls close, and you vote in those caucuses for delegates. A third of the delegates are chosen in those caucuses, so we've got to make sure that Obama supporters all go to their caucuses. That's where we'll make the difference. It's up to us. I saw a guy wearing a political button not long ago. It said, wearing a button is not enough. We can't be a nation of button wearers, so get on those phones, call as many people as you possibly can. We can make this happen. Thanks so much for your help.
Thank you so much, Jim.